So it looks like we have an official confirmation of a new state of play arriving this Thursday. It's going to have quite a select amount of titles that are going to be shown, as well as a VR to VR2 titles as well. Before we jump into this, if you could do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and share the video. It really goes a long way. Now, let's take a look at what they had to say in this PlayStation blog post. So, February 23rd, 4 exciting updates from our third-party partners, including PSVR 2 reveals and an in-depth look at Suicide Squad. Seems like the headliner here is Suicide Squad, because they're talking about more than 15 minutes of all new gameplay details and updates on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And it's all beginning on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. GMT, 10 p.m. CET. So that's when it's going to be happening. And it looks like Jeff Grubb was actually correct about this, as he said that there was going to be a low scale state of play, and then there's going to be a bigger showcase later in the year. And so it seems like if he's accurate about this, is it possible that he's also accurate about the showcase? Makes me wonder. I think that it very likely is the case that he is accurate about the showcase. But then again, Sony does change things often, and they are a bit unpredictable. So I don't know how sure I am about what that is in terms of if it's actually going to be in the time frame that he said, which is just before E3, I believe. In terms of this specific state of play, they talk about exciting updates from our third-party partners, and that includes PSVR 2 reveals and Suicide Squad. Obviously, Suicide Squad is being named here specifically, and then PSVR 2 reveals as well. The only other thing that I think of when I hear third-party partners is Final Fantasy 16. Obviously, Final Fantasy 16 is coming up very soon. It's coming up this summer. I imagine we're going to get one more look at the game. It would be pretty awesome if they gave us a demo. I don't think they'll actually do that, but it would be pretty awesome if they gave us a demo. But that's kind of where we're at here with this specific state of play. I think in a best case scenario, we get that Final Fantasy 16 update. And we've seen so much of the game too, so I mean, it's kind of a question, like, do we even really need more? But I think no one's going to be complaining if they get more Final Fantasy 16. So, yeah, awesome if we do get a trailer for that. Outside of that, I don't think there's going to be anything more exciting than what you see here, which is the Suicide Squad. If you're looking forward to that game, that's where it's going to be. So we'll see what happens. Also, PSVR 2 reveals. I don't even know what that could entail, but I had a feeling that PSVR 2 would be a center focus on this state of play, and it looks like that is the case. But overall, my expectations for this state of play are pretty low. I can't say that I'm extremely hyped and excited for the state of play, as state of plays typically are smaller scale showcases. The odd time where it seemed with that one third-party state of play they had a lot of great games that they showed. But I don't know that, this is going to be that. I think in a best-case scenario, we'll get Final Fantasy 16, some great PSVR 2 games if you're into that, and then Suicide Squad if you're into that. But outside of that, I don't see much more than that being here. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it anyway. Like, I'll watch it. It's going to be fun to watch because we haven't seen a state of play in a while. But in terms of, like, is this showcase levels? Absolutely not. Not even close. I think the real excitement will come when this showcase, whenever it is, comes, because it's been well over a year that we haven't got a showcase. So I expect that they need to come packing when it comes to the showcase. They need to show us a lot. PlayStation has been way too silent for over a year. Like, I know they gave us God of War. I know they gave us great games last year. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the output last year. The output was fantastic. It was amazing. One of the best years that they've ever had for the PS5, PS4, any year in the PlayStation lifecycle. It seems that last year was exceptional with the amount of high-quality games we got. But I want to know what's coming for 2023. What do we have coming for 2023? And with that showcase, they need to show us a lot. And I want to walk away from that showcase being like, damn, I can't wait for this year's end, because we're going to play so many great games, and then maybe even some looks into 2024 if we're lucky. But I do want to lastly give credit to Jeff Grubb. He came out here, he said, hey, there's going to be a state of play in February, and he was accurate about it. He was right about it. And he's saying there's a showcase. So if he's right about the showcase as well before E3, we got to give credit where credit is due. The man didn't miss. He didn't miss. So in my books, if you start seeing me talking about Jeff Grubb's, rumor run or whatever it is that we're going to call it, this is why, because he's clearly got a proven track record. And so you know, I think we got to give respect where it's due, and the man was correct about it. So he's got my respect at the very least, whatever that's worth. But really looking forward to seeing what the showcase has, because the state of play, I'm at like a 5 for excitement, even though like we haven't heard from Sony in so long. So regardless, it's fun for me to watch a state of play of theirs, even if it isn't going to be that upper echelon like showcase level type of thing. But let me know what you guys think. How you feeling about this state of play news? What are you hoping to see here? Does this excite you at all? Are you feeling a certain type of way about this? Maybe not as excited because there's no mention of any first-party exclusives. How do you feel about the prospects of a showcase coming later this year after hearing Jeff Grubb talk about this happening? And then, you know, surely is he correct about a showcase as well? That's a good question, right? But that wraps up for this video. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe, like, share the video. It really goes a long way, helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description. And I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.